On March 20th and 21st was the vernal equinox. I decided to celebrate and go trekking in the Arizona desert. My idea was to get away from the noise of man and perhaps enjoy a walking meditation. But in a country where everything scratches, cuts, scrapes, pokes, or bites, the meditation was complete mindfulness. You had to be wholly aware of where you were right here, right now. And being right here, right now, is truly amazing. I journeyed to Dana's Arch, which is named after Dana Burden, who led tours on the Navajo Nation, the Colorado River, and the Grand Canyon and the White Mountains, and is said to have loved Wickenburg. The route to the destination is about a mile, and not very difficult. I stretched it longer by traversing the hillsides, finding a stock trail, a game trail, and just wandering around the desert in total and complete bliss. Because it's spring and the rains have been heavy and the desert is amazingly beautiful, I was completely alone. Not once did I hear another sound. Well, there was one pause in my serenity, as a couple of rattlesnakes informed me of their location, which, being who I am, I held the experience with importance. I asked if I could perhaps make a picture of them. They didn't seem to mind. I got the picture, thanked them, and moved on without disturbing them anymore. Besides, I was on their turf, and they were just being snakes. It is also known that seeing snakes are a symbol, a sign of change and healing, and that you are becoming more sensitive to others and to trust your honest feelings and intuition. So I moved on. When I got to Dana's Arch, I found the unique beauty everyone talked about. It is a destination that should be seen and understood for its beauty. At the base of this distinctive rock formation, I found a dry wash with a nice sandy area that was calling me. I could hear it. It seemed to be asking me to come join it. I went over, removed my shoes, and stood feeling the earth's energy. I was grounding myself. This evoked more time for solidarity, and as I removed my burdens, I became lost in where I was. The moment was beyond belief and added spectacular joy to the day. Little did I know the wonderment had just begun. What I want to add now is the euphoric time spent in the wash. This is the spot where I went into a naked meditation. Not just a meditation where I was free from clothing, but also free from anger, judgment, comparison, ego, pretension, and fear. I was naked of everything as I prayed each and every day for these elements to be free of my true person. It was an amazing moment where time was lost, and the confirmation of my self-journey was the turtle, which has been a long-time spirit helper for me. I was walking out of the desert with a newfound enlightenment. I know that I am on the right path for me. And as for the turtle, well, I continue to move forward with each step, slow and deliberately. After I got everything sorted out and back on, I hiked out of the wash. This is where I found the turtle. It was on the trail to receive me. In the desert, they are referred to as a tortoise, as it takes water for them to be a turtle. But with that being said, I refer to this totem animal as a turtle. It was just looking at me without exhibiting fear. Bewilderment, perhaps, but not fear. I asked the turtle how he was doing this day, and if I could perhaps make an image with my camera. The turtle didn't seem to mind, so I asked if I could perhaps touch its graphically ornamental shell. The turtle kept looking at me with a healing type of charisma. I gently reached down and touched, caressed, and stroked its shell. Not once did it react. Not once did it retract its head for protection. It just kind of cocked its head and kept looking at me intensely. I thanked the turtle, wished for its safety. I stood up, stepped over, and I strolled on. Looking over my shoulder, I saw the turtle walking up the trail. I walked down the trail, walking in a clear state of light and euphoria. To add more spiritual lore to this story, seeing a turtle is a sign for our ideas to be exposed. Take your time and with slow deliberation, show yourself. Turtles remind us that the way is through the earth. She will care for us and nurture us for as long as we do the same for her. For this to happen, we must slow down and amplify our sensibilities and find the connection to all natural things. Just as the turtle cannot be separated from its shell, we cannot be separated from what we are doing to the earth. The hike to Dana's Arch was a boundless and spiritual day spent in the wonderment of nature. I was fortunate to be there alone without seeing a track before me. The trail is marked, but at times you have to stop and locate the next current that it is marked with. Be sure to take some water and remember that if you start feeling really thirsty, you are probably already getting dehydrated. As you can see from what I've said and from the pictures, watch for the snakes. As I said, you are on their turf, so don't leave your brain in the car. To get to Dana's Arch, you can find a brochure at the Wickenburg Chamber of Commerce and listed as Dana's Arch Route 2. It's actually go west on US 60 from Wickenburg to Vulture Mine Road. Turn left, which is south. Go 4.2 miles to just past milepost number 22. Turn right, which is just a small little road. Go 0.2 miles and veer left at the fork. Go 0.4 miles and veer right, heading toward Twin Peaks. Go about 0.2 miles to the parking area. Now this really doesn't mean anything. What you have to do is go down Vulture Mine Road. The most important part is look for milepost marker 22. Right after that, take a right. You'll go back there. When I went there was a few campers sitting out there. There's cows, pasture, and you can kind of find the trail. Just head for the Twin Peaks and you'll kind of see where the trailhead is. Then you can park your car. The trail starts on an old mining road, and just walk slow. I always carried a stick with me, tapping the ground, hoping to keep the snakes alert. And just watch for the currents. The currents mark everything, and if you get lost, that's okay. Stay on the trails. The one thing you do want to watch for is the cactus, the cholla cactus. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. They drop little big balls about the size of a oblong tennis ball, and they're sharp. I pulled them out of my pant legs more than once, and finally I started using my walking stick to push them out of my way, because they stick to anything they touch. I've heard stories about the cattle in the area getting them in their tails and running around, and when you go to pull them off your pant leg, they'll poke you, and they're very, very sharp. So watch for the cacti, the snakes, take water, and most importantly, slow down. Enjoy every moment of where you're at. And this is an amazing, short, wonderful hike.